Good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce, and today we're going to talk about things to do before you release your music, right after the intro. It's good, and just like that, we back. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody to another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce. Don't forget, if you like the content we putting out on this channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and punch that notification bell. Now, with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into today's discussion. Today, we're talking about the things to do before you release your music. And this was going to be, of course, specifically for my musicians and my songwriters. So these are just going to be a few things that you need to do before you release your music. So the first thing you need to do is copyright your music. This should be self-explanatory. So the first thing you need to do is copyright your music, and you copyright your music through the Library of Congress. And I think the fee is between maybe $55, $65, something like that per application. But you can put multiple songs on one application. You just need to make sure that you select the right thing. It's a little tricky, but you can do it snail mail. It's going to cost a little more, and of course it takes a lot longer, but you have that option. But like I said, you can copyright multiple songs on one application. I suggest you do multiple songs on the one application, and then if one of those songs, becomes like a hit or starts popping like that, I would even suggest going a step further and just copyrighting that individual song under a separate application. So that's the first thing you need to do. First thing you need to do is copyright your music. So the second thing you need to do is you need to register with a PRO. And that's going to be either BMI or ASCAP, if you're in the United States. And if you're in Canada, that's going to be CSAC. So that's the second thing you need to do. You need to register with a PRO. So these organizations, they're going to collect the royalties for the public performance of your songs. I'm not quite sure on the cost of BMI, but the last time I checked, ASCAP was $50 for a songwriter and a songwriter/composer registration, and $50 for the publisher registration. So whichever you choose, just make sure that you register your songs with them after you copyright them. Matter of fact, I would just even say just go ahead and register them while you're waiting on your copyright. So that's another thing I forgot to tell you. If you're gonna do snail mail, even if you do it online, it takes a while before they actually send you a certified document in the mail showing that your particular properties or your songs or whatever were copyrighted. So like I said, so let's go with that. First thing, copyright your music. Second thing, register your music with BMI, ASCAP, or either CSAC if you're in Canada. Third thing you need to do, you need to choose a distribution service like TuneCore, CD Baby, Distrokid, or Muse, whatever your distribution service you like. You just need to choose your distribution service. They're going to be responsible for putting your music on major platforms like iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, that type of thing. And so I used to do CD Baby, and their fees were a lot higher. So now I rock with Distrokid. This is not sponsored, but I've been rocking with Distrokid now for maybe like 2.5 years, and their fees are much better. I think it's like one annual fee you pay every year, whatever. And there's like 3 tiers, so you can do one for a label, you can do one for a single individual, and you can do one for if it's you and one other person on the same squad, whatever, that's going to be managing the account. But that's Distrokid. Like I said, you have TuneCore, CD Baby. You just need to check them out and see which one works better for your situation. So that's the third thing you need to do. You need to choose the distribution service. Fourth thing you need to do, you need to make a video or a lyric video at least for your songs that you're releasing. This will add visuals to your song and add more content for your song's release. A lot of times, I heard the quote. I'm pretty sure some of y'all probably heard some of my artists out there. Is that it's like the song don't even exist until you have some type of visual to go with it. So, you can go to Fiverr if you don't edit your videos yourself. Then, like I said, go to Fiverr, pay a freelancer to edit the footage. Maybe you can collect the footage, send the footage to the freelancer on Fiverr, and let them, edit it, chop it up for you, send you a couple revisions, you get it done. Or, maybe someone locally that you may want to shoot your video, well, get them to shoot your video. Do it however you got to do it. You can even go to Fiverr and make, pay a freelancer to make lyric videos or that type of thing. But it's up to you how you want to present your song or your music. You just want to have some type of visual to go along with your song when you release it. And so the fifth thing you need to do is you need to create a marketing plan for your release instead of just releasing a song, sharing a few times on social media and then moving on. By creating yourself a plan for your releases, you can adjust more effectively when obstacles get in your way. You can also evaluate what worked and what didn't work. So that's going to give you an idea how you can monitor your progress and see what you need to change up, and give you some insight into how you need to release your next singles, and give you some insight into how you release your next singles. So you can have a better understanding of how you need to move. And so that's number 5. Like I said, create a marketing plan. The 6th thing you need to do before you release your music or release a single is to make you a press kit or EPK, electronic press kit that you can send to bloggers, YouTubers, and even publications. This makes you look more professional, and it increases the chances of people listening to your music. They'll take you more seriously. It's almost like if a guy rolled up on you, offering you a job or offering to sign you to his label, but an Uber driver drop him off and he asking you for money to pay the Uber driver to get back home. That don't seem like that don't look real professional. And so basically, you want whatever you put out of your content, you want your content to look professional, or at least have some type of polished look to it. So this makes you look more professional, and it increases your chances of people even taking their time out to even listen to your music. So that's the 6th thing you're gonna need. You're gonna need a press kit or EPK. 7th thing you're gonna need before releasing your music is make a clean version of your song for radio stations. I know this may be a little bit more work. You may have to pay your engineer a little bit more for some more of his time, but get you a clean version of your song for the radio station. Now, I wouldn't say do this for all your songs, because you may have some songs that you don't even intend for it to be on the radio because it's just that type of flow. It's just that type of song. But it is what it is. But that's up to you. But if it's like singles that you're really trying to push, and you wanted to hit a wider audience, you want a cleaner version for that song. So the 8th thing you need to do is register your songs with Sound Exchange. So registering your song with Sound Exchange is going to help collect, Sound Exchange is an agency that's going to help collect more of the money that's owed to you for you as a songwriter and, the publisher, that type of thing, your royalties. So that's the 8th thing you want to do. You want to register your songs with Sound Exchange. So don't worry, I'm going to leave links in the description for everything I discussed today. I'll leave the link to Sound Exchange. I'll leave the link to the Copyright Office, ASCAP, and BMI. So that way you guys can just, click on the links, do your due diligence, see which one works for you, and go ahead and get yourself registered so you can get your royalties and all of this music money is what I like to call it. Okay, so we're going to go over these things again. The things you need to do before you release your music. Number 1, you need to copyright your music so you can have your music protected. The 2nd thing you need to do is you need to register your music with the PRO. That's going to be BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC if you're in Canada. 3rd thing you need to do is choose a distribution service. That can either be your TuneCores, your CD Babies, or your Distrokids. 4th thing you need to do, make a video or a lyric video at least for your releases. 5th thing you need to do, you need to create yourself a marketing plan for your releases. Don't just release a song, share it with a couple of your friends on social media, and then move on. That ain't gonna work. 6th thing you need to do, you need to make your press kit or get your EPK made. You can do your EPK yourself by going on sites like canva.com. That's canva.com, and you can make the EPK on Canva. It'll take you maybe like 10-15 minutes if you already got your pictures. So the 7th thing you need to do is make a clean version for your songs. And the final and the 8th thing you need to do is register your songs with Sound Exchange. Like I said, I'll leave links in the description for everything I discussed today. The links, you can just click on them and go check out Sound Exchange, the Copyright Office, ASCAP, and BMI. So in closing, you all already know how I do. I like to leave y'all with a book suggestion at the end of my shows. So the book suggestion today is Creative Inc. by Meg Lasco and Joy Cho. So that name, Meg Lasco, that's LLASCO, and Joy Cho, that's Creative Inc. So if you have anything in particular you would like me to cover on this channel, just make sure you leave that in the comment section. If you feel like this information can help somebody you know, make sure you share that with them also. I drop videos every week, so subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can get all the latest content we release and take your career to the next level. So that wraps it up for another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce. Follow me on IG at Tony Bruce TV and on Facebook at Tony Bruce Music. So until next time, make moves, not excuses. Y'all be safe, and I'm out.
Waking, baking, barbecuing, they like, Tony, what you doing? I'm just soaking and renewing, yeah. Wildflower burning, waking, baking, barbecue. Got out my bed, saying hustle different day. I hit the shower, brush my teeth, and then I'm on my way. Recite my affirmations.